That and... Are we live? Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh,
Merry Mugmas.
Don't mind us. We're just watching some gameplay for
Yeah.
My Hero 1's journey.
Yes. What a journey it is.
Is that what it is?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, My Hero Academia, or it's like
My Hero 1.
My Hero 1 Justice.
Justice.
Is the name of the game or something like that.
No, it has the Jump Force look to it.
Just Ice.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Ball, like you get to use the whole arena.
Yeah, roster and everything.
Yeah, Naruto. So, yeah. What? Ooh.
So yeah,
Yes.
welcome to the stream, guys. If anybody's pouring in here yet, we
Happy Mugmas, everybody. Happy Mugmas. That's a fresh cup of comic of Christmas.
Merry Mugmas, everybody.
Merry Mugmas, Merry Mugmas. Mugmas.
So yeah, we have some stuff to talk about today, guys.
Sweet.
We got some stuff.
Got
The
some
new
presents.
little presents.
Little presents for you.
Little
Little word presents.
Some of them are really good, awesome presents that you've always wanted, and then some of them,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Hi.
Links us up.
What's
up, Link?
Link. I'm not gonna do the sound, but I'll go. Link.
We'll get you a little. pre-recorded.
I found something I'm gonna get. I have something for a link. Yeah.
Okay.
For now, until we get a little higher tech, we're gonna have our little computer soundboard.
Specific.
Oh, if I had a soundboard, this show would be off the chain right now.
Okay.
Like I want that, I want that.
Imagine.
I want that straight air horn where it's like, yeah.
So yeah, we got little gifts of news today to talk about. Little gifts. Some of them are really good presents that you've wanted for a long time. Other ones are bags of shit.
Yeah, that I don't want.
Exactly.
So those naughty boys and girls out there, you'll get bags of shit.
And it has Aladdin written on the front of it.
Oh my god.
Because nobody is vibing with this movie.
Wait, all right. So is he supposed to be blue or is he human? Is he human?
People are kind of going that that's like his human form.
So apparently it's been confirmed by somebody that's making part of the movie. Somebody confirmed it. I read somewhere that he's supposed to be blue. He's supposed to look like a blue 70s dad in the movie. But these are the photos that we're seeing first. This is the one they want to give us of.
I'm
Well,
blue.
sorry. I'm sorry. One more
I'm
time.
blue. 70s.
I'm a blue 70s dad
I'm gonna find this article so you guys can read.
in ancient
Is that-
Arabian
wait.
time. Okay.
Maybe there's
Alright.
maybe there's ancient stories
Oh,
where they're like, yes, son, there was a blue 70s dad genie running around the city.
Aladdin just doesn't look. I just don't think they should be doing the remakes. There's no
I don't
point for
think
them
either.
at all. Like, and on top of that, and I think I believe
Lion
I
King though, like I
I
that's
believe
different than animals.
Yeah, you see, that's animals. Like, you can't really ruin that one. But like I said, I think the only person, Will Smith, great actor. I think I told you guys that I think the only person who could play the genie after Robin Williams, Jim Carrey. Like that would be that
would have been a good
my
pick.
choice. I don't think Will Smith is gonna bring that because Jim Carrey could kind of like capture Robin Williams' essence, if that kind of makes sense. But it just, I don't think we'll see, man. I just we'll see.
Do you think he's gonna change? You know, like he had the Men in Black song. He's gonna do another version, but it's gonna be called like the Genie song or something. You know?
Well, I mean,
for a fact, that won't happen.
yeah. Well, the genie song is a friend. What's it called? Friend Like Me.
Yeah.
That's like his little intro song.
What if he raps it?
Oh God.
You're the genie of me, son.
Oh my God.
Never have a friend like.
Never have a friend like me. No,
I hope not.
Son.
Never have a friend like me, son.
Word to your genie.
Oh God.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
So they interviewed Guy Ritchie, who's the director of this.
I know. Hey.
I love his movies.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie's an awesome director.
I'm not liking anything. I'm seeing this.
Yeah,
movie.
I think so. At this point, I'm not gonna blame Guy Ritchie's direction
Yeah.
of the film. I'm gonna blame the actors and the story that they're trying to recreate. Because all I know is that if you were to, it's kind of like music. You have instrumentals. If you were to subtract the characters and just watch like the scenes played by and everything, it's gonna be amazing. You add the characters, that's the issue. I mean, Aladdin and Jasmine look great.
Yeah.
It's the one that, yeah, not looking forward to Will Smith as the genie.
So I have this quote here from Guy Ritchie. They interviewed him.
Of course.
About the 70s.
Entertainment Weekly. Yeah. So what he said is, they said it says in a new interview with Entertainment Weekly, Aladdin director Guy Ritchie explained that Genie would in fact be blue in the finished picture, providing some more details for Smith's eccentric wish granter that should put the purists' minds at ease.
But it won't.
He says there's a particular type of physicality that I grew up with that I was keen on, that 1970s bodybuilder look, not inflicted by steroids but by lifting vast amounts of weight and eating vast amounts of food. So I just want a genie with abs, a genie that looks like he can move stuff. I did want a traditional demigod, someone who looked like a big strong dad. I didn't want a genie that looks like all he can do is eat either. That is the way you end up going. I wanted a muscular 1970s dad. He was big enough to feel like a force, but not so muscular that he looks like he was counting his calories, but formidable enough to know or to look like you knew when he was in the room.
And Will Smith is what we.
That's the longest explanation I've heard in my life.
Sounds like it sounds like the man wanted Terry Crews.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Terry Crews,
He
honestly.
could have been like,
Terry Crews is the genie. I
like his pecs
better,
jumping.
maybe better than Will Smith.
I don't know what to wish for.
What you want?
Old Spice! Old Spice. I have a son! Yeah, so I when they announced that he was directing this, I was super stoked. And then, like, after seeing the teaser where it showed Aladdin, like...
I didn't watch it.
It didn't show much.
Oh, well, no. Isn't that the one where he's just reaching for the... Okay, I did watch it. I see that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So, that's all. I mean, I saw the I don't know if they released any, like, trailers or anything after that, but...
I don't think they did.
Maybe they're like, oh, don't make him blue. He'll look like an avatar. You know, like, no.
It reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when Disney was doing, remember the Cinderella movie they did? Yeah, they kind of like made the same movie, but they wanted to make it like super real. You know what I'm saying?
Hungry.
Like, what?
My stomach keeps growling. I'm hungry. I'm sorry if that's like loud. Dude.
Oh my god, my ears I can't hear anymore.
But they basically tried to do the same thing, but they just made it like super like realistic, and like they like used a lot of like unnecessary like details in the clothing and stuff, you know. But yeah, it reminds me of that where like it's like they're trying too hard.
I agree.
At this point, like they're not like trying to honor the source material so much as they're trying to reimagine it. And like, people don't want reimaginings; they just want like if they're gonna do a live action version, just do a live action version.
What if the best thing in the movie is the flying rug?
Probably will be. He stole the original movie.
Like, oh my god, the movie sucked, but that rug
between the flying carpet and Abu, like they stole the original film.
Well, even
the tiger.
Why is his name escaping me? The villain.
Jafar.
Jafar.
Yeah.
Have you seen a picture of him? The way he looks in the movie?
Yeah, I saw the guy that came out in black, all in black.
I'm assuming he
trailer?
he looks good though. I don't see how you.
He looks too good.
Like too good?
Yeah, people are saying like they made him sexy.
I'm Jafar. Put on the.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. That was another thing I saw, and people were like, "Oh, he's made him sexy. What are you doing?
Sexy Jafar.
Sexy Jafar."
That'd be a hilarious shirt. Sexy Jafar.
Take me to your cave of
we'll have to
wonders.
see. I mean, I saw a little teaser trailer for Well, I saw the trailer for Lion King, and it's literally just a live action version
Yeah,
of the old school trailer that they dropped for the original Lion King movie.
yeah,
Like little scene
Yeah.
for scene.
yeah. Just like which is great. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't want them
that's,
changing
like,
the
not live
story,
action.
man.
It's just
See-
animation that looks real.
Yeah, and like with that, my issue is that has it been confirmed if they're gonna be doing like the songs and everything? Because I think that's what people are like kind of worried about. Is like I know I am like it's gonna be interesting to see how they do like all the songs and everything.
I mean, in Aladdin,
No.
Lion King, they are.
in Lion King, yeah, they're doing all the songs.
Yeah,
Okay, that's great. Because I can hear Beyonce because isn't Beyonce in it? I think right.
I think she was,
She's
yeah.
playing.
Nala, maybe.
I thought she was playing Simba's mom.
Oh, maybe she.
I don't remember, but I hope she plays Nala because I can hear Beyonce killing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" Like she would destroy that. Same as Childish Gambino. Like he can actually sing, and like it's gonna be very interesting to see them like how like who's gonna do what songs and it's gonna be good. I'm not
We're
worried
talking about Lion King, not.
Yeah, just to clear that up, we're talking about Lion King, not Aladdin.
Aladdin King. Yeah,
There's no.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was super stoked for this movie, and like every time I see something new about it, I'm less excited.
I wasn't when they announced it. I was
Dude,
just like,
Will
man.
Smith looks like the guy from Bloodsport, the bad guy, with the not Bloodsport. What was
I
the
was
one?
gonna say
Kickboxer. Remember the bad guy in Kickboxer? He had the bald head, but he had like the.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's what
I
Genie
do.
looks like right now.
I do.
They should do some memes of Jean-Claude like kicking his face.
So, did you guys see the trailer? I know you did for Hellboy.
Yes.
No, I didn't watch the trailer for Hellboy. I don't want to. I can just tell from this that I.
I like it.
Oh, you liked it?
I liked it, man.
You liked it. I don't like the vibe that it gives off.
Yeah, like the
Let me explain here for a second.
Alright.
When they first announced this Hellboy, instead of doing a third a third movie in the original Guillermo del Toro, they said they wanted to make a dark, like hard R, like gruesome, dark reboot
Okay.
of Hellboy, like focus on like the hell, And people were like, okay, great. And then they released that first image of David Harbour as Hellboy, like looking ripped, and he looks like he's gonna like curb stomp somebody.
He looks crazy.
He looks great.
Yeah.
And so people were like, when are you gonna drop the trailer? They take their time. The movie comes out in just a couple of months, and we just got the first trailer. And then like meanwhile, like other movies, we get trailers like a year in advance these days.
Yeah.
So people were like, why take forever with the trailer? So they finally released the trailer, and they focus on all the jokes, where he's basically people were like, oh, you're a big guy. He's like, yeah. That's the joke. All the jokes are just like, oh, you're big. I know. And they just keep like same joke, and then the song that they used wasn't like any like no, there was no hard there's no hard rock or anything like that. They used like a Billy Idol like upbeat. They might as well have used All Star by Smash Mouth for the trailer. Like it was the vibe that they put off was like this upbeat kind of like he's a monster about town.
I liked it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it and let you guys know.
It looks more lighthearted than the Guillermo movies.
Okay.
From what they showed.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping the next trailer like really like embraces the dark part. Because that's what they originally set out to do.
Well, I mean, you gotta draw people in. Marvel has set a precedent of how movies should be playing out and how the trailers should look. So I mean, if you're doing jokes and stuff, I mean that's probably why. Like people, entertainment apparently is what gathers people. So if they're going off of that just as the first trailer, just to kind of okay, and then the second trailer they're just like
action, bam.
Yeah, just in your face. Like I hope so.
True.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I do like the Hellboy movies. So and I like what's his name, David.
David Harbour.
David Harbour. Yeah, Stranger Things, man. That's Chief.
Yeah, it could work. It's just the vibe that this first trailer puts out has me worried.
Okay.
because I don't want to just sit there and be like, oh yeah, he is from hell. He's a big guy. Yeah, that is true. He's kind of hard for him to do stuff. Like, we've seen that. We get it. You know.
Oh well.
But
We'll have to see.
yeah. But anyway, the next thing I want to talk about, Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You have yet to see it.
It was good.
But whatever you say about it, I'm not gonna worry.
No, we aren't gonna say no spoilers. But it's good.
Yeah. Just one thing. There's a moment in the movie where you have a narration by Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and he's going over all the stuff that he's done and accomplished, and he's like defeated all these villains and saved all these people. He's done everything, from like ads to he even did a Christmas album, and they show like a split second of that, and then today, they actually released the full Christmas album from the movie, like the canon, on like Spotify and YouTube, so you can actually listen to this full, like it's like 5 songs, but still like it's a full Christmas album. It's like one of those things that they didn't have to do, but they did. Now going back and watching the movie again, I feel like it'll have a new meaning, knowing that it's actually a Christmas album that exists.
That's cool.
For the,
you know,
for the film.
But it was just like a one thing, like one little line in the movie. It's like, oh yeah, I did this Christmas album, and then it was.
They're like, that's the Christmas.
I don't like trap music, but the soundtrack for Into the Spider-Verse was the way the beats hit, like as the action scenes were going on, like perfectly well timed. Just like in Amazing Spider-Man 2 with
Electro.
Yeah, with Electro, the way the music hit as
with
Pharrell
Williams.
Yeah, like they did a good job. So it's kind of like that music wise. The music just really, really tied very, very well to what was going on the screen.
See, that's one thing that I noticed, and I think I really, really loved about Spider-Verse was there was a lot of similarities between the way that movie. Not only was it like the way it was edited, but the way like the story unfolded, and like the way like the pacing of the movie reminded me of Scott Pilgrim. With the way like scenes shifted and like
like the that.
Which I really appreciated, and like you said, the music just really added to that. So
definitely.
But yeah, so now we got a little bit more music that you can listen to get yourself in the holiday spirit this weekend.
Spirits. Or
so
just drink spirits.
Or just drink spirits and listen to Spidey Bells.
Them smells.
Carnage laid an egg.
Carnage laid
Actually,
an
in the
egg.
song, it's Vulture. He said, "Vulture laid an egg."
That makes sense.
Sailors. Vulture laid an egg.
I forgot. I lost track. I lost track of what I wanted to talk about next. Men in Black. Men in Black International. You guys seen the trailer for that?
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Well, from what I've read about the interviews and stuff like that, they're trying to uphold, what the originals brought, but at the same way be their own movie, be their own defining, like something that sets them different. So that's why if you saw the trailer, it's set in London.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different office, different boss, different feel to it, but at the same time there were certain like lines and certain little jokes that were compared to like ones from the first couple movies. Like with the red button. That was I don't see it. Oh, this one? And then just like and it was just like that, and they're just and then it starts just beeping, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden just they take off. Like that was that was cool. Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth, Thor Ragnarok, like you saw them on screen together. They have good chemistry, so I think it's gonna be really good. It seems Chris's character is like a legend, like or in the office, like he's the dude. And Tessa, and Tessa seems to be playing like
the smart street kid or something.
So kind of like reversed. Hemsworth is playing like Will Smith, and Tessa is playing oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Tommy Lee.
Yeah, Tommy Lee, give or take.
I mean,
like reverse.
Okay.
Character roles. They're Chris Hemsworth seems to be the young gung ho. I don't know.
I mean, they both kind of seem gung ho in their own ways, though, because like You have her, and she's kind of like, yeah, I found you guys, and that's why I should belong here. And then she's like all like giddy about getting her suit, and then she meets him, and he's asleep in the office.
Yeah.
Like they both look like the Will
yeah.
Smith character.
He was meditating.
Oh,
Yeah. He was meditating.
Yeah. I was also thinking it could have been like the daughter of Will Smith and the son of
yeah.
Tommy Lee.
That could work.
His son developed a British accent.
Well, he was just born and raised in London.
But yeah, true.
No.
I don't know.
But I mean, yeah.
Illegitimate.
But
Whoops.
it looks. Yeah, I mean, it looks good though. Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, they're kind of both gung ho in their own different way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also took like, instead of being one MLB, there's two
Different
types.
branches.
There's the women's version, because it looked like she was going into a women's like division area, and then there was the normal MLB where she goes to meet Chris Hemsworth.
Oh man.
What?
That's weird.
Oh, that's.
I mean, that's weird that they would do that.
Yeah.
If that's what they're doing.
I don't know. It just that's what it looked like to me. Cause
Yeah.
there was a woman. What's her name?
Yeah, because I'm drawing a blank because I know
The
what
actress.
scene you're talking about, and it
and there's
looked
women
like,
in the background. And stuff.
Yeah, it looked like she came from like I don't know, like maybe a school for training or another like a department where it's like
division,
all females. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I know what scene you're talking about, and I didn't look at it like that. But yeah, I guess maybe, and then maybe she's trying to join like
MLB. That's what I was thinking about.
Interesting.
It didn't give me a Kingsman vibe, but the fact that how Kingsman broke it down to where there's different sectors of it, like you got your squad in America, your squad in London, and then it seemed like you have just different Kingsmen in different countries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and it's called international. So I'm just assuming that
There's all different divisions.
yeah, like there's just different. It seems like they just made they even said in the interview they're trying to make the universe bigger. Like they're just trying to make it broader. That way, there's more things they can put in, more aliens, more people, countries. Yeah, it looks good though. I'm gonna watch that.
What was the word for the American Kingsman? It's the countryman.
Countrymen.
Is that what it was?
I think.
The American, countryman. Yeah,
And I actually deliver. That for my job we deliver liquor and alcohol, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, the special edition.
Yeah, I've delivered that.
I got. Do you guys have any more of that?
I don't know.
Because I have one. That I had to get it. I had to get that. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, it's made by Old Forester.
Yeah. I really likes Kingsman. I'm hoping the third one goes.
Statesman, that's what it's called. Statesman.
Yeah,
They were called Statesmen. That's what it was. Zach.
Statesman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Statesman, countryman, close.
Cool, yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping they go through with the third one because the first one was really good and the second one was good too.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about, real quick, not a huge thing, the Mandalorian, the show, the Star Wars show is coming on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the soundtrack is going to be scored by the guy who composed the Black Panther soundtrack.
Hans Zimmer.
Ludwig Göransson.
I know, I just blinked.
I was going to say
Hans Zimmer, Luke Göransson.
Hey, Richard's on.
Ludwig.
Ya boy!
Jaboy! Snake! How about your boys?
That's cool. The score for Black Panther was good.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna do for.
And I think
The Mandalorian.
I think Han retired from doing like superhero and like.
He did, but he's going back to it.
Yeah, he's gonna
He's
do
doing X-Men.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Wonder
just
Woman.
like, yeah, and I'm
Oh,
just like, yo,
nice.
dude, pick something, man.
He retired just in time for Justice League, and then
Yeah,
as soon as that was done,
because
he was like,
he probably saw
Well, X-Men, I must do X-Men.
he probably saw
Wonder
like
Woman?
the little. He probably saw like parts of Justice League and was just like, yeah, you're not putting my music on that.
Did you read somewhere where I want to say, Boss Logic did a version of him, but Keanu Reeves was like, they asked him, who would you rather play, Wolverine or
Hell no.
was it Iron Man?
Even
We said
more.
Wolverine, right?
But I forget the second guy, but yeah, he's like Wolverine.
Yeah.
And
then everybody was like, "Oh, he's Wolverine."
No.
Yeah, and Boss Logic did
Nobody
a
could have
thing.
agreed with that.
Could you imagine?
Nobody could have
He, like-
agreed with that. That's impossible.
His voice with the claws coming out, like, whoa.
We need your help, Wolverine. Oh.
Nobody would have. Nah. And that's so
I
crazy
heard you
because
killed my beagle.
that's so crazy because I know people were just like, yeah, Keanu Reeves would probably be perfect for the role, and I'm just like, Keanu Reeves as Wolverine would not work at all.
No.
No. No.
Are they painful when they come out? Every
God,
time.
I forget the other character. Wolverine and
Jean Grey.
I can't see Keanu Reeves playing like
I couldn't remember the second one.
Keanu Reeves.
maybe because of like, you know, head shape and like jaw frame.
No
he just
longer,
doesn't. He
don't-
doesn't look the
no
part.
longer call me
Oh,
Wolverine.
maybe Doctor Strange though.
Call
I can
me.
see him as Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because of the way his
I forgot what the hell I was
Azazel.
saying. No, never mind. I forgot exactly what I had to say, so I don't even want to go like try to look further.
I don't disagree that he'd be bad, but he could be just as emotionally distant and shut off as comic Wolverine.
yeah,
True.
yeah,
True.
definitely. But
Yeah.
he looks
Wolverine,
nothing-
don't go.
how,
looks-wise, yeah, I
how
couldn't
tall?
buy him.
How tall is he?
I mean, he's not short enough to be Wolverine.
Yeah, he's not. He's not, and he's like a very small guy. Like he's, you know, like skinny. He's not. Wolverine's supposed to be like a.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could see him as Doctor Strange. Or I could see him as like Azazel or something. Like somebody like more like
lean and like
yeah, like
Yeah.
upright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I remember what I was gonna say. I was
Okay.
gonna say, no longer call me Wolverine, call me Keanu Ween. It didn't work out in my mind.
Keanu
Yeah.
That's why I never said it, and I probably should have never said it there.
Logan Reeves.
Take that out, Zach. Edit that out. Oh wait, we can't.
Strike that from your memory, guys.
Yeah.
Just stare at the light.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, that was good too in the trailer.
Yeah. Give me that.
Yeah,
Just
he was like, yeah, stare. Okay, like, guys, I'm gonna need you to stare at that. She's like, give me that. Just drive. And then she just started like, pew, pew, like just blasting people.
Drive by memory loss.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like when they're going that fast, you can't like, be like, okay, so guys, here's the deal. It's just like they're just gonna stand there like
Who are these people? Yeah.
forever, you know? Because that was a big thing in the original Men in Black was like you had to like explain like, okay, like what you guys just saw, that was just a figment of your imagination. You guys had some like weird guacamole, you know, like
Yeah, like after they zapped him, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And people
In
were like,
this one, it
"Oh,
looked
okay."
like in this one, it just looked like she was just zapping people, and then they just left. Like
Yeah.
that was it.
Zach,
what?
Zach goes. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Boy,
Forgot about that.
I
That was
don't, man, I don't. Keanu Reeves, I can't. I honestly can't think of a superhero role for him to play at the moment.
None.
Well, no, because I could actually see him playing the Question because that'd be dope.
With his voice, I just. His
His
that's the
voice
only
is
thing.
his voice
No.
is the
Don't go down that alleyway.
Mr. Mitzblick.
fifth dimensional.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go for it. You know, let's do it. Let's make this happen, man.
Make him Man of Steel.
just give him a Oh man, Keanu's head on a toddler's body, floating around, bothering Superman.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Hey, what's up, Superman?
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Wild stallion.
All we could say is, let's rock.
Superman, you know what's better? Two heads are better than one.
It would be I just can't think of anything he could play as of right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, I could see him more so in the DC than Marvel at this point.
Brody, I swear to God.
DC movies and Marvel movies. Yeah.
Point Break, guys. Point Break.
But who would you want,
Brody.
who would you want him to play in DC? Like,
I
can you
mean,
think of somebody?
I do. No one.
Oh, there you
If
go.
they ever
No
did
one
Green
then?
Arrow, he could be a really cool like Merlin.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can't see
Like,
him
I
at
wanna-
all. Any of these.
Nothing.
I could,
No.
I could see him as a Merlin.
Yeah. Like somebody like
a posing Green Arrow.
yeah. Like somebody.
What, dude, no.
Yeah. Who would you see as Merlin, sir?
Not him. Not him.
No, I want a counter offer.
Green Arrow, watch out! I'm gonna shoot my cool black arrows at you, Green Arrow.
We get a.
I call this arrow the Wild Stallion.
I think you took a little.
I'm just saying, bro.
All right, that's fair. I mean, Ryan likes Green Arrow, so if he doesn't, I mean,
No, I couldn't
doesn't
see him.
want to see him.
Not as Merlin though.
Yeah.
I don't know, as a DC character you're saying, or
Yeah.
Well, it isn't.
or anything.
Anything at this point.
Aquaman. So Aquaman last night made 9 million on opening.
It's projected for 120
It's
million.
it's projected for 120 million.
Yeah.
That's
ridiculous.
that's bad. Like that's bad, but it's good. I don't know where I stand with it, but like because I'm thinking about like all the other openings for other films.
How dare you not be 300 million? I would not go see you.
Some people might be like that. Yeah, I'm sure there's people like that. But like 9 million on a Thursday night, like that's good. I think, but at the same time, I also think it's not good because the past couple superhero films that have just came out have topped that easily. I believe, because I don't even know. I'd have to look up the numbers, but like when I heard it was 9 million, I was just like, that didn't sound good to me.
It's projected for 120 million, but regardless of what it makes in the States, it's already made enough back to warrant a sequel over in China because worldwide at this point it's already made 345 million.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's safe to say we could get a sequel. So I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for it. Got tickets for tomorrow night. Gonna sit in the perfect spot in the center of the room.
Aquaman.
I know my outfit that I'm gonna wear. I'm looking forward to this movie for years, man.
He's gonna look like a mermaid. I have to wheel him in a wheelchair. I'm a merman. I'm a merman.
I'm a seahorse, Daddy.
They call me Mystery.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, my friend really wants to go see. My roommate wants to really go see it. I mean, I think honestly, I'd be more interested in seeing Into the Spider-Verse again, but I don't know, man. Like, ooh.
I mean, it's been getting kind of.
Richard said, "Tell me you're wearing a merman and a barnacle boy costume." That'd be dope.
It's color coordination.
Yeah,
so
I'm merman. He's barnacle boy.
Listen, sir. It's actually kind of fitting,
Evil.
We'll get Slipper.
The dirty bubble.
The dirty bubble.
What is it? Manta ray.
Yeah, it was like
Manta ray.
Oh, I don't have it. I was gonna say that thing. The dirty bubble sounds like that. You know,
I'm dirty.
like he's from the 1920s.
Sharp objects. I love it. It's the best, dude.
What if he was
SpongeBob killed him. Like SpongeBob killed the dirty bubble, didn't he? Didn't he pop him? Like, yo,
that was one of my favorite.
How do you
episodes.
come back from that? Like, what just?
When he
Yo,
goes-
like when I watched that, when I had watched that episode, I was like, yo, SpongeBob killed somebody. Like, and
Straight up
people
murder.
people just slid past it like it didn't happen.
And then he laughs. He's like,
yeah.
Like a,
And I'm just like, yo,
SpongeBob's a serial killer.
I'm just like, yo,
He's the hash slinging
Slasher.
he killed somebody, and no one just like, that was just weird to me. But hey, Mermaid Man shows some respect.
Mermaid. I love the old cartoons though that they had on there when they were in their prime.
Yeah,
That was great.
That's what I'm saying. Up until I was telling you guys, up until maybe 2 seasons after the first SpongeBob movie, it just started going downhill for me personally.
Yeah.
There's still some funny
They
ones.
changed the animation style.
Yeah, they just.
My daughter
do
Bella
it.
watches all the time, so
Well,
it's still.
it
there's
might.
still pretty good ones.
Yeah, it might.
My favorite all-time episode is the Strangler, where he becomes SpongeBob's friend or bodyguard. I think it's called Bodyguard. The episode, but like the entire time
He's trying to kill him, right?
he's trying to kill
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
But he
He's like,
can't.
He's like, we're finally alone, SpongeBob. And SpongeBob's like, and SpongeBob's over there. Like,
Yeah, and
doing the same
Yeah,
fucking thing.
he's like, yeah, we're alone now. And then he's
so
just like, yeah. And SpongeBob's just, and then he's like, and then SpongeBob, like, what? It was just a back and forth.
Yeah.
And then he keeps getting closer and closer to SpongeBob, and all of a sudden, surprise birthday party for SpongeBob. And then now there's just a bunch of people there.
Like, he can't do anything.
Yeah, he can't do anything. That was a good episode.
And then the party like ends and they all leave.
Yeah. And then he's like,
yes,
and he's just
yes.
like, yes, finally alone again. Like, it's just bad.
And then the party comes back. Oh, surprise party number
Yeah,
2. And then one of the funniest moments is like they get to SpongeBob's house. Just thinking about it. And he's like, oh, I can't find my keys. And he's looking for his keys to get in the house. And he's like, oh, I'll lift you up to the window. He's like, oh, okay, but I can't get up. And he puts on like these cleat shoes and cleats
Yeah,
in
it
the eyes.
clicks him in the eyes, yeah.
It's like the guy doesn't get a break, and then finally,
Yeah, he just runs off
finally
because.
at the end, he gets the cops to arrest him.
Yeah.
Takes him to jail, and then somehow SpongeBob gets sent to jail, and it's his cellmate.
His cellmate, yeah. That's just,
Yeah,
those were
that
good.
was
Yeah,
really
those
good.
were good.
The Tattletale Strangler.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yes.
No one tattles on me. That and the other one I liked was with Flats. It was the bully halibut fish in his car class, and he's like, I'm gonna beat you up. Like remember that fish?
Yeah, and it kept hitting him, and then it got tired.
And he got tired then.
Yeah, and then it just
and
like.
SpongeBob's like, oh, I'm getting all
He's
scared.
like, that tickles, yeah, and then just like, yeah.
And the entire time he's like, I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah, then he. Roscoe Flats, yeah. That was good. Yeah,
I
it was
can't,
good SpongeBob, man.
I can't decide my favorite episode between
Battle of the Bands.
Rock Bottom or not Battle of the Bands. Rock Bottom or the Hash Slinging Slasher. I don't know. I like the darker
Episodes.
where he's like stuck in a situation where he's like,
Yeah. Where SpongeBob kills dirty bubbles for fun. Those are.
I mean, that is pretty dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a dark episode. He killed the character, and no one batted an eye. I'm just saying, yo.
Somebody's a little salty about
Yo,
Merman
'cause
Man and Barnacle.
no one said anything.
Like, just like unzip your hoodie and it's the Dirty Bubble fan shirt. It's like justice for Dirty Bubble, you know.
But he did even like certain like when he put Dirty Bubble would put on a costume like to disguise himself. It was like from the 1920s. It was a fedora and like a trench coat. Yeah, I'm the Dirty Bubble, see? And he's like.
Richard says, what about his mental breakdown about going outside and chip penny and used napkin?
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Those
Yeah,
were weird though
forgot
with the
about that.
gorilla. With the gorilla, like, do you remember? All right, so they're all downstairs and he breaks his butt or whatever, or he hurts himself and he's set inside. He's like, my friend is Chip, and he like has all these like tissue paper, paperclip and Chip, and they're like, come on, SpongeBob, come outside. It's so much fun. And then he's about to go outside, and this gorilla out of nowhere, it's pretty much a guy in a gorilla suit outfit, grabs Sandy and Patrick and puts them in like the sack and starts smashing them on the ground. And SpongeBob's like, ah, dude, it's kind of terrifying for a little kid. Like it's
Hey,
creepy.
little friends.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, by the way. I said about like a nice shirt. Complimenting me on my shirt, guys.
Sweet.
Let it be known.
Whatever. Look at my Santa shark. Santa shark. Santa shark.
So yeah, next topic, guys. Doom Patrol. Got a first look at Cyborg in Doom Patrol.
Oh, you mean the guy that's wearing the those new Oakleys they're making? side
just looks-
Oakleys.
It looks like a piece that they just put on his head. It doesn't look like it's part of him at all. You can see where it doesn't attach. Like, it just looks like a headpiece.
We glued this on.
I don't know, man.
I don't get it.
Well, first of all, like I said earlier, he's shorter than some of the characters on the show. He's almost the same height as like some of the shortest characters on the show.
True.
If it's Cyborg, he has to be a little taller and bigger.
Not in this. Not in this.
Well, maybe
In
he
this,
forgot to
he's-
say extend legs.
In this, he's a
Go Gadget.
Go Gadget legs.
Go Gadget legs, which are highly underrated.
Dude, where's our Inspector Gadget reboot?
We've
Yeah,
had
but
one.
do
It
we
was
want that
god-awful.
though? Do we want that?
Modern effects, yes. Modern trends
Like
in movies.
CG,
no.
yeah, CGI.
You know who'd make
and
a
like all
good?
that.
Yeah, but you know who'd make a really good Inspector Gadget? Steve Carell. Keanu Reeves as Inspector Gadget.
Steve Carell's Inspector Gadget.
That'd be
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't
I
have,
don't know
like-
who else would.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like even the nose and like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve Carell. Yep.
That would be
I
good.
was just I'm always watching The Office, and like that's Steve
Yeah,
Carell
'cause,
as
like it has that dumbness to it. Yeah. 'Cause
Yep.
Inspector Gadget like would solve the case due to Penny and what was the dog's name?
I don't remember.
Goddamn. What was the dog? I think you just said it. He said Penny and
Keanu as Inspector Gadget.
Nah, Richard, you're playing games.
we're on
No, I just said it a minute ago. When
go
Says,
go
that makes me think about that dude from Shark Tale. Oh, I guess you're sweating.
Oh yes. Go Inspector Arms.
Go Gadget Rock.
Yeah, Steve Carell. Oh yeah, man.
Go Gadget. Go.
Well, how many Inspector Gadget movies have we had? We had 2, right?
2.
That's
Yeah.
let's partition for that because that
What?
would be fucking comical.
What?
Keanu Reeves as Inspector Gadget. Just to hear him say go like whatever gadget.
Go Gadget. Legs.
See, I don't know, man. Reboots, right?
Yeah, it's bound to happen. Yeah,
He's flying down on his go Gadget copter.
Dude, that was the best.
I used to watch. I remember watching the original Inspector Gadget, the cartoons.
Yeah.
And then they
Oh,
made a
God.
remake of that too.
Keanu Gadget.
I think I saw the remake of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Netflix or something? Right.
For what one?
I think so.
I think
The
Netflix did it, yeah.
remake of the Inspector Gadget cartoon. The
Oh.
original one was really good.
That was my favorite.
Dr.
Dr. Claw.
Claw.
And the cat. What was the cat's name? It was like this big fat white cat he would always pet.
Yeah.
Remember Bigglesworth? Yeah. Remember is it Top Cats, the cartoon,
Top Cats?
Tomcat.
or SWAT Cats? Maybe it was SWAT Cats.
SWAT Cats was on Cartoon
Was it
Network.
the SWAT Cats that they
That's the
flew
one where they
planes,
were-
right?
They were mechanics by day,
And flew
and then
these
they
dope
had
ass planes.
jet
Yeah,
planes
dude,
and-
that
yeah.
show. I thought it was Top Cats for some reason because I'm thinking like.
Well,
Gun.
Top Cat is a.
No, I know, but
yeah,
I was
it's a-
thinking like for some reason Top Gun, but it was.
No, I understand. Yeah,
Wow.
Tom Cruise. It was on your mind. I get it. He's on everybody's. Woo!
I pictured John's room like a giant Tom Cruise like thing floating around going like this,
Nah. No.
like a poster. or
None like
something.
that. I respect greatness. He's a good actor. That's it.
He's dressed like God or something. I am Tom.
There's a poster of like a Photoshop of him with Jesus. Little
God.
little religious candles. Be amazing. It'd be amazing.
That
What
would
else?
be amazing looking. I want to see that right now.
While I'm looking for the
Oh,
next
do we
topic-
know if because I haven't talked to anybody who's seen it yet because I kind of just haven't had a chance to, but do we have mention of the possibility of Aqualad
Being Aquaman.
being
yeah.
mentioned or
in the movie?
The movie, yeah. Like, is there a?
Okay,
Oh,
so
there is an Aquaman reference.
That's what I'm asking. Like, do we know?
So they asked James Wan about it, the director,
Okay.
and he said he wanted this to be an Arthur Curry story first and foremost.
Okay.
So there's no Aqualad.
Yeah, we don't need to
But-
see him, but I just need to mention or something.
They said, oh, we're gonna get him like in the sequel or something. He was just like, we just wanted to get Aquaman right first, and that's all he said.
Okay.
So there's a possibility of getting Aqualad in the future.
Okay.
People are also thinking that maybe the next movie he can get his hand cut off. You know, like the Aquaman from the '90s and stuff.
Too early.
So I mean, I don't know what they're planning.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, because this is not,
Cool.
you know, as we know, like these movies are never based on comics. They're like they take bits and
bits,
pieces
yeah.
that worked and like remix them and stuff.
Well,
So
I mean, if he does get his hand cut off, if he gets his hand cut off, I want it to be like the gold hook that they did in Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, that was cool, but
The water hands?
I like the Lantean magic water
Yes.
hand, like
Yeah.
that he could form to make anything he like that.
Oh, I've never seen that.
That was
jets of water.
yeah, like that. I want that.
Yeah.
Just a
That's pretty cool.
dope. Yeah, Atlantean magic hand. That'd
It'd be
awesome.
cool. It'd be cool to get. It'd be cool to get a movie with just him and Black Manta, because I know this movie's supposed to be all about him and.
Yeah, it's supposed to
And
his
Orm.
people, like, and introduce
Oh.
all the Atlanteans and stuff.
But I would love to see him versus
Whoa.
Black Manta, and I would love to see the stakes rise so high that he gets his arm cut off.
Yeah.
That would be pretty.
It's
criminal.
her or your hand, and he's just like, by God, by Odin's, no, Poseidon's beard. There you
Poseidon's
go.
beard.
By
Odin's beard.
Oh no, the reason why I said it.
The Odin
Not
force.
the reason why I said it was because my roommate showed me a picture, and it's the Aquaman like official poster,
Mm.
and at the bottom it says Wet Thor.
Oh my god, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was so funny.
That's
Wet.
good.
Yeah, it just
Thor.
says Wet Thor at the bottom.
Jesus.
And it had me, he showed it to me, and I was dying.
That's
Oh
amazing.
my God.
That's amazing. Yeah, I just picked up today actually on my way home. I went to Acme and I picked up
Your
the
Barbie
latest.
boy costume.
Yes.
Merman
Yes.
costume.
Always a size too small.
Medium.
I know what you like. No, I.
This isn't
I
a
picked up
tail
the
like
latest.
that,
No, I picked up the latest Aquaman comic because they just started over with the new creative team.
Yeah.
So Drowned Earth, the Justice League event that surrounded like Aquaman, just ended, and it ended with him being sucked away into a different place that nobody knows where he went.
Okay.
This first issue, I guess, is kind of like going back to basics, where he's being found, basically, kind of like almost like a reverse Little Mermaid, where somebody from land kind of like finds him washed ashore and stuff. And that's all I've gotten so far. But like in the comics, like I guess is like the best time to jump on because they're just starting over from scratch.
Yeah. That's normally how they. Yeah. It's a good time to start reading Aquaman, guys.
But the way they did it in Drowned Earth was crazy because Black Manta was going against the wishes of the Legion of Doom, and so they had a certain plan, right?
Yeah.
And so once he was able to like assume control of the sea, he became like Black Manta became the king of the sea, and started like using his powers or trying to use the powers to like get to Aquaman or whatever, but he couldn't because there's only one king, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So it was exactly, and so they had like this epic battle where where Aquaman and Black Manta both got sucked into this other dimension. So we don't know where Black Manta is right now in the comics. So Aquaman is washed ashore, but Black Manta is MIA right now.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy. So
So you said it was a different dimension
we don't know. They got sucked into like this portal of some kind, and so we assume that it's a
while
new
they were
dimension.
fighting.
Yes.
Using their
the
Using
Justice
powers.
League.
Yeah, but it was very celestial. They had like
Yeah.
another planet.
Atlantis like planet, but in space.
Yeah. So like they're like alien beings, but they're very Atlantean.
thought
in, like,
maybe
the way they are.
they should try. Honestly, I think they need to redo their stories to where they need to reintroduce like the green and the blue and the like all that stuff. As far as because that'd be dope if like they kind of just like the blue took them or whatever.
I mean, they're slowly. I mean, like they've been implementing like stuff from past like classic stories, like Dolphin returned, and she's not very much of a fan favorite character, but she returned. She's like a mute love interest or whatever. But yeah, she returned, and they're bringing back like certain things here and there. But my main thing is like, I just want to see more of Aquaman and Black Manta.
Yeah, of course.
So
who doesn't?
In a roundabout way is what I'm trying to get to. Like, the stuff that's going on in comics really makes me want to see more of it. You know, like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Aquaman. Does he have a theme song?
He doesn't have a theme song, but like the movie score, I listened to like the theme song from the movie, and it's pretty epic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Thor Ragnarok soundtrack meets like Indiana Jones. It's crazy.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
What time are you going to watch the movie?
The showing is at 10:40 in Winter Park.
Hmm.
Yeah, in the RPX theater. So spared no expense.
Yes, yes.
Yes, good
Yeah,
sir.
I have to get the reserved seats because I'm sick of waiting in lines and trying to find good seats and stuff. Like when we watched Deadpool 2, we waited in line. No, it was Deadpool 1. Deadpool 1. We waited in line at the theater because it wasn't reserved, and the line went out the door and around the side of the building, and it was raining. And we were like standing in the rain waiting to get into the building just to find a seat.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's rough.
it was the worst.
Yeah, that's
It was the worst.
What was that movie we went and saw at Altamont? Was it Justice League? It was with another friend of ours. Yeah, and we had to stand in that line to get into the theater, remember? And two of his friends couldn't go because they sold out tickets and the line. Remember that?
Dang.
Oh,
That was Justice League, right?
was it Justice League?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? I thought it was Iron Man.
Because it was Justin.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, it was Justice League. Because you guys I had seen it, so you're like, let's go, and it's like, all right. But yeah, same thing. Like, it was hard to find seats and stuff. So
That's ridiculous. I've never had. I go to Epic Theaters because that's where I live. I mean, I'm on that side of town.
Yeah.
Totally epic.
But I never have. Like, I go in there and they'll be like, "Yo, yeah, I'm gonna pick seats or whatever," and they have the little screen and then they show you what's available, and I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I tried. I looked on there on Fandango, but you can't reserve seats on Fandango for some reason. They don't let you do it. You have to do it in person, I guess.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Is MoviePass still a thing? Like, is that still big? Because I
Kind
heard
of.
there was a lot of issues
It's
with
no longer
that.
called MoviePass. It's called something else now, like movie something else. I forget what it
Movie
was.
failure. The company is up and down. Like
Well, yeah,
they.
sounded good and it started off well, and then all of a sudden it.
Something like they
Human
went
issue.
bankrupt and then
They did everything they could to not go bankrupt.
Yeah.
So what they did was when AMC came out with their own kind of movie pass service,
Yeah.
that ended up being a better bang for your buck. Movie Pass kind of retorted with this other thing, this other offer that wasn't really sustainable for their business model, just to get people to go come back to the thing. But then as soon as people came back, and then they switched it over to, it was like, oh, did we say unlimited movies per month? No, 2 movies a month. And then people got upset and they were just like, okay, 3 movies a month, but they have to be standard. And it's like, but AMC is letting us watch as many as we want in any type we want, just for the same low rate. And it's like, well, sorry. Yeah, they were they were just all over the place. And then their responses and stuff were very kind of
Vague, incriminating.
narcissistic.
incriminating.
Like they were very they didn't want to apologize to people. They kept calling out the movie theaters for being selfish and everything like that, even though it's the movie theaters that give them the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
just blaming other people.
exactly. It wasn't very professional at all, and so people started dropping off like flies and everything, and then
Yeah.
now they're switching their business model again, changing their name. It's do not use Movie Pass.
Yeah. But there is another version, like you said, right? There's
Yeah, AMC's got an official version, and there's another type It's not Movie Pass, but it's another one. I'm not sure
Oh,
what's
okay.
the name of it yet. But yeah, there's alternatives out there, but the Movie Pass one is like
It's
the
done.
most known.
Yeah, because it was big. I mean, they hit the market correctly. It did well until I guess somebody messed up.
Movie Pass messed up.
Well, no, it was, they were blaming the movie theater.
So I read something earlier. I read something earlier that I don't know. I don't know the context of it. So in Young Justice, this new season coming out, right?
Oh yeah.
Aqualad is going to become Aquaman. That's what it said. And there was like this promotional, like this promo thing they did. They showed like an image of him of Calderon
Kind
and
of, yeah, green armor, arms,
and then orange chest plate,
orange like a
and he becomes the new Aquaman.
with his magic water swords.
So I don't. I did thought maybe you could shed light on that because I have no idea how it gets to that point.
I
Like
don't,
unless everything happens in that one season.
Everything happens in that one season.
That's
'Cause
ridiculous.
there's nothing.
Yeah, I
There's
remember
nothing
that.
from season 1 and season 2 that says anything about Aqualad becoming Aquaman.
Yeah, I mean like there was
At
stuff
all.
with Black Manta and stuff, but like
where he was like his
That's
little
Black
protege and
Manta's.
stuff.
No, that's his son.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
but I mean he was like
Yeah,
working for him and
yeah.
stuff like that. But like there's outside of that, there's
no
that was the
earning
end.
Aquaman.
That was season 2. There was no
So
you're
and that
gonna
was
be
the other
Aquaman.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's going with the comic.
He could breathe underwater too. So
Maybe Aquaman
is
Is
disappeared and he had to step up.
is if he's Black Manta's son, does that mean Black Manta could swim underwater without a helmet?
No, Black
But he's
Manta.
he's I'm assuming he's half Atlantean because he has gills. Black Manta is human. Well,
I
normally
believe he's half.
human.
He's part Zebel, because they're the ones that can manipulate water, and his mom can do the same thing. Manipulate water.
Like Marrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's from
maybe
Mary of Zebel.
so maybe
So
Black
another-
Manta got with Atlantean.
Yeah, he had to.
Had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
the only
could breathe
way.
underwater and
that's
like
the-
use water magic.
Yeah, that's the only way that you get Aqualad.
Yeah.
Unless he was made in a test tube.
Well, hello.
With Black Manta.
DNA. Yeah.
So
That's
apparently-
how the dinosaurs were created.
Yeah.
So apparently,
On board.
speaking of water heroes, Marvel apparently gave Namor Silver Surfer's costume in the comics.
What do you mean?
What?
I mean, Namor has Silver Surfer's costume in the comics.
Okay.
So
Wait.
he's like, he's
Surfing on
he's
Silver Surfer.
surfing on Silver Surfer, and he's dressed like Silver Surfer, but he looks like fucking weird.
He looks nothing like Namor.
I don't get it.
And
I
what is
maybe
that
it makes
from?
sense in the context that
What is it from?
Namor.
The new Namor comic?
Let's see.
Oh, hold on. Now that you just showed me that, they remind me of Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four 2, where he gets the Silver Surfer board. Where's that at? I want to see that now. Like a newer version of it.
Doctor Doom having
Silver Surfer powers.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Because that was awesome. When I saw that in that movie, I was like, what?
So,
Yeah, I don't know.
so this is from Defenders, the best defense #1. It says it finds the four heroes reunited to try taking down Nebulon in an interdimensional train of destruction as it barrels straight toward Earth, because of course. As the future Doctor Strange is hanging on to what remaining juice his astral form has left, he uses the last of his powers to teleport the group right into the middle of the train, made up of cosmic energy and space debris. Debris. so that they can try taking down Nebulon once and for all. In the midst of their fight, Namor is thrown out of the train by Nebulon, trying to save him from perishing among the cosmos. The Hulk, in a moment of desperation, takes Silver Surfer and throws him toward Namor. Not having his board, the Surfer improvises and ultimately realizes he can use himself as the board. Silver Surfer uses the power cosmic to act as his own surfboard, and he's able to rescue Namor, who hops on his back. The moment Namor hops on Silver Surfer's back, the silver and chrome alloys that cover the later started to form and protective shield around.
Okay, so it's just a
Yeah.
little okay.
Hang
Thing.
on,
It's not,
bro.
it's not permanent.
It's not permanent.
Hang
Yeah,
on, bro. I gotta transfer myself into a board.
because Namor is actually
Thanks,
really
bro.
Namor is actually a really cool character. I actually
Really?
really like him. I like him more than
Aquaman.
Aquaman actually.
Oh wow.
Namor.
Why is that?
Same reason as I like certain Supermans and not main Superman. It's because Namor is a king. Like he's a thug. Like he does what needs to be done. He gets the job done to the point where people kind of look at him and they be like, Namor is possibly evil. Like it's like Batman. It's like Aquaman, but with Batman's sense of I'll do what I need to do to get the job done. Like he doesn't care.
I told you in that one book he had like he showed up and this one guy was like what was it, Manta Ray or Ray, something like that. He was just a normal guy that would wear this like Manta Ray like costume or Ray costume, like he was underwater. And Namor came out of nowhere and he's like, all right, sent a bunch of sharks on him, killed him.
Yeah,
and
he just doesn't want to do.
He told the other
dude
guy, he's
doesn't
like,
care.
he told the other guy, now you're with me, and the guy's like, oh yeah, of course I'm with you. He was like,
Namor. No, you're good on the spelling. Like, Namor is basically Marvel's Aquaman, give or take. Namor the Submariner. He's I don't know. He has a trident. He has wings on his ankles.
Yeah, wings. Exactly.
He can swim real fast. Controls the 7 seas. He can fly. Like the dude's just crazy.
He actually came out before Aquaman too.
Yeah, he's older than Aquaman. He's actually one of the first superheroes. He's actually one of the first superheroes to come out. Because Superman came out in 1939, and Submariner came out in like 41 or something like that.
Namor came out in 39.
Oh, did he? All right, so I gotta come. So then when did Superman come out? Because Namor's not. Namor is. I think Namor is classified as the first superhero.
Well, his design, Namor's design is cool though. It's not.
You're on Namor's thing. Wait, no, stay on Namor. I'll search for Superman.
First appearance April 1939.
Yeah, Superman's 38.
Yeah. So
he's just 1 year before.
Maybe Aquaman is Namor's son.
Aqua dude.
But
Aqua dude.
yeah, Superman. I think Superman was like 39 or 38 is one of them. But yeah, he's Namor.
He's Namor.
But there's something about Namor that there's a because Namor. So when did Namor come out again? 39.
April 39.
And Superman was 38.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Aquaman came out in November 41.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 years
So
later.
that's who I'm thinking. 41, 42. Okay.
Yeah.
Link said June.
June of 38.
Well, it's April 18th because that's the first issue of Action Comics issue 1 is April 18th, 1938. But why June, Link? Because there might be something, I don't know, with comic books like with Gambit. Gambit has 2 first appearances. He has
really?
one, yeah, because the books literally came out a week apart from each other. One was in X Factor, one was in something else. So like certain characters have like 2 first appearances.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Maybe there was.
I was telling Zach, and you guys don't know, is it Phantom?
Who?
The movie thing. It's called Phantom. Is it Phantom?
The Phantom?
No. It's like when they do special movie events and stuff. That's a site. I can't remember what it is. Phantom something. It gives you specialized like times for movies.
Was it Fandom?
Fandom. Thank you. They're doing. I want want to say it's January 13th and 14th. They're doing a special viewing of Death of Superman and the new Superman.
Oh, really? The Reign of Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
That they're doing a double feature. And they're like select theaters you can go to see it.
There it is. Namor, born in 1920, is considered the first of the first mutant boom. He's considered sometimes as the very first mutant.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, he's that's
His
what
costume looks better today than it did back then. Let's put it that way.
well, yeah, back then it was just just
Spandex
just
speedo.
Yeah, that's just a speedo.
Yeah, I do like the scale, like the
Yeah.
the arm. Yeah,
The arm
Really
reaches
nice.
over his arms.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically just like underoos and his winged feet.
Yeah,
shoes.
that's it. Out here looking like a young Hermes.
Exactly. How can I help you?
Hermes. This is something that I actually forgot
Oh, all right, Link, I got you. The cover date was June 1938. The published was April 18th, 1938. So that's what it is. Cover dates, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Cover dates published, like they're two different. So like they dropped the cover,
Mhm.
and then
the story.
but the story actually got published in
that makes sense.
well, no, because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
No, because April comes before June.
well, what if they published it and then it took them that long to get the cover done?
Yeah, but that's still weird. Huh.
I
I
said,
don't-
Jimmy, we have to get it out in 1941.
Oh my god, I get it. They went back in time and just makes sense.
We're going back in time to the 20s.
So, Stargirl. You guys been hearing about this show on the DC?
I haven't heard
streaming
anything other than I saw some pictures of characters.
So they keep casting.
Oh, sorry. Alright, Link, actually, I got it.
Do you know?
I'm sorry, I got it, actually.
He's like, I have to be right.
No, it's not about being right. Because I'm curious, because, like, okay, so since 1938, Superman stories have been regularly published in periodical comic books published by DC Comics. The first and oldest of these is Action Comics, which began in April 1938. Action Comics was initially an anthology magazine, but it eventually became dedicated to Superman stories. The second oldest periodical is Superman, which began in June 1939.
Huh.
So Action Comics dropping Superman April 1938, but Superman in Superman is June 1939. But like regardless, that's still I mean that's just so that's like if Marvel had a Superman and Action Comics had the same Superman and one dropped it but it's still Superman.
Yeah.
Like that's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like back in they were sloppy. Like that's just what it comes down to.
Sloppy, son.
They were sloppy.
Anything else?
So, real quick, because one thing I wanted to get your opinion on, because we're talking about Namor.
Yeah, we are.
Who would you have play Namor? Like, who would be your
Ooh,
ideal
I don't-
Namor?
I don't know.
Tom Cruise.
Nah, definitely not.
Namor.
Tom
Namor
Cruise
has a square head and then a triangular jaw. Like
Yeah.
that man looks stoic.
Brandon Fraser.
No.
Give him a box of Cheez-Its, he's good.
He's good.
Actually, I don't know.
A boxed out head.
It'd have to be, I don't know, because like Benedict Cumberbatch has the head shape in the face. Kind
Does
of.
he have the?
But he doesn't have
Have you
the-
seen him as Namor?
No, not at all.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Formerly
Uh,
known as Doctor Strange, now
it's,
Namor.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know who had.
Channing Tatum.
No. God.
Ben Affleck.
No. What?
I'm just naming random people.
Random dudes.
Random dudes.
Okay, maybe this is easier. Who would you have directed?
A Namor movie? Yes. A water movie?
Yeah.
The guy who did Waterworld. 'Cause
Kevin
that's one of my
Costner?
favorite films.
Who did Waterworld?
I don't
Kevin
remember.
Costner?
He directed it?
Yes, and started it.
Really?
Yes.
I actually didn't know that. What?
Wow, something the old guy knew.
No, actually, no, I have no idea. I don't know who I'd want to direct it.
Clint
Um, Oh, no, you know, I do have someone. The guys who direct Black Sails. Anything that's done on water should be directed by those guys, period.
Really?
Yes, because Black Sails is just an amazing show. Like, it's by far the greatest adaptation of fictional and non-fictional
But
telling
it's no longer
of
on TV.
pirates and story, like, you know, and stuff like that.
It's no
Like,
longer,
See,
it's no
I
longer
love
on
Black
there.
Sails.
Well, anything I ever saw from it was always like scenes of people talking on land. I never saw any of the water stuff.
I don't know, you gotta watch
So-
Black Sails.
Is it
You gotta
like
watch
the
Black
water
Sails.
stuff is like amazing?
You gotta watch Black Sails.
Okay.
There's 3 seasons.
Watch. You watched it all?
No, but what is it on Amazon? What is it on?
It's on Hulu.
On Hulu?
Yeah. Oh, it's on Hulu.
Take it
Yeah.
away. Really?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
One day when I'm rich enough to have Hulu.
They also
and Amazon.
put Burn Notice on Hulu, dude.
Mm.
That's my Burn Notice used to be my show.
See, that was the show that would come on. And it would be like, okay, it's time to turn it off now because
Really, you like Burn Notice?
I watched USA back then for Raw.
Ah,
And
okay.
as soon as Raw ended, it would be like burn notice, and I'm like, turn it off.
Body slam, turn off.
I didn't, but like back then, I was super into wrestling. I wasn't into
He
horror
clotheslined
stuff.
his
Like,
TV when that
I
came
didn't
on.
really know who Bruce Campbell was at
What?
the time. Yeah.
Bubba Hotep, bro.
So
You didn't watch like the original Ash movies, like the.
Eventually,
until I was older.
Oh
until high
wow!
school.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like middle school.
The moment I saw Bruce Campbell was, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's my boy Ash!" And then I just that's
Yeah,
it for
my
me.
have you seen Bubba Hotep?
Not in a while.
But you've seen it.
Yeah, barely. I don't really remember
What?
that. I mean, no, I know I saw it, but I don't.
It's so weird and strange.
I don't remember it though.
My whole childhood when I saw Bruce Campbell, he was that guy from the Spider-Man movies. That's
The
what I
hot
knew
dog
him
dude?
as when I was a kid. He was the guy from the Spider-Man movies. He would make cameos in Spider-Man movies. Bruce Campbell. So he was the announcer that announced Spider-Man at the wrestling match.
Yeah, when he was fighting the one dude. Yeah,
In
okay.
the second movie, he was the guy that wouldn't let him into the theater to see Mary Jane's play. And the
Hmm.
third one, he was the guy that was trying to help him propose in the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
gotcha.
And that's what I knew him from as a kid.
Okay, that's fair.
So, but yeah, and then he was in Burn Notice, and I was like, oh, it's that guy. Click.
Oh my God.
He's not clotheslining.
Comics were weird back then. Yep, comics were very weird back then.
Oh,
Very, very weird.
okay. So how much do you know about Doom Patrol?
Fair amount.
You know Danny the Street?
Drawing a blank on the name.
Danny the Street is literally a character who is a street.
I was just about to ask, was he a street?
It's a character that like they can teleport anywhere they want in the world, but they'll always be a geographical street. That's their character. But they communicate to people through like signs and stuff. So like you look at a stop sign, it could be like, you know, whatever. But it's called Danny Street. And apparently they're going to use that character in the show, Doom Patrol.
God.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But he can also take over people who are walking on the street and communicate through them.
Through their
So they're going
bodies.
to have a central person that he uses
Ah, it's like Dead
to
Man.
communicate. It's going to be a drag queen that he talks through.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's really interesting
Hmm.
that they're using this character because that's one of those like
Hey,
when it was like, oh,
darling.
did you know like they had a Danny the Street
Is there-
character on there? Like,
Hey, darling, that's Danny the Street.
That's
over
what I'm
here.
expecting. I'm
Danny
hoping
was
for.
It must have been
Like a drag
Yeah, but
queen,
that must have been from like the old Doom Patrol
Old stuff,
series.
yeah.
The really old
Yeah,
stuff.
the
Because like
Grant Morrison?
because I'm like drawn because I'm like because what's his name does Doom Patrol now?
Gerard Way?
Gerard Way. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't remember that character being in any of the new stuff.
No, it's definitely one of those more obscure characters. But
Yeah.
the fact they're using it,
Yeah, that's cool.
gets my hopes up for the show. But then you see something about Cyborg and it lowers my expectations.
Ramos said,
Ramos!
"Yeah, I'm still alive. Hell yeah, I didn't miss it."
Ramos! How's it going?
Ramos, as I was leaving here, I remembered the person at the end credit scene for Into the Spider-Verse, bro. And I'm just like, oh man, I wish I could tell him I remembered, but I remembered who you're talking about though.
We still gotta get Ryan to go see it.
Yeah, Ryan still no
I'll
spoilers, but Ryan still gotta see it.
Spoiling the movie.
Don't spoil my movie.
Because I remember watching, because I saw it and then they're going through the ending credits
Yeah.
and like they labeled the character at the end as mysterious person or mystery person.
Mysterious.
And yeah, mystery person, but like you know who the character was though, like
Yeah, once you saw the
once you saw the scene, you like, because like the moment it opened up and then he said what he said, I was just like, okay,
Yeah. And you
bravo to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you saw saw that and you were just like, yeah.
Hey.
Link says me too.
I hope in this sequel, without spoilers, I hope they use Spider-Punk in the sequel. I think he lends himself beautifully to this kind of universe, the animation, like hectic.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, dude. Speaking of hectic, like I didn't know about all the warning messages and stuff that people were sending, like blast messages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter about the movie. They were like, "Yo, if you have epilepsy, like, yo,
Do not.
careful.
Yeah.
Like, don't just watch this movie because, and which is true. The movie, and they compared it to another movie.
That would suck. Like they're in there. Like,
They compared it to another film that had like, No, it wasn't Incredibles. It was another film that was like really.
A family movie.
Yeah, it was a cartoon, like I forgot what it was though that they compared it to, but they're like, yeah, it's like this movie, but like way worse.
Speed Racer or something.
Nah, it's something newer that just like recently came out. I believe maybe I don't know. I don't remember.
Incredibles 2.
I don't know.
Incredibles 2.
Screen.
Yeah, that's what it was. So it was Incredibles. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like the flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Incredibles. It wasn't too bad. I mean, for me, I don't know, really, whatever. But Into the Spider-Verse, like whether it's an action scene or not, there would be something always.
Oh,
like
out the gate.
Yeah, just
when it showed
always.
the logos
Yeah,
for Columbia.
and it's just blam, 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 and I'm just like, oh my god! I'm just looking around, like hoping no one's having heart attacks. It was bad.
Everybody's like, John gets up out of the theater. Everybody's like this.
Well, like right out the gate when the movie first starts and you see the logo for like Sony Pictures Animation and like it shows like Columbia and stuff, like the logo is changing like super quick.
Yeah.
Show like all the different dimensions and stuff, and like the music's just like rising while it's going on or whatever.
Ramos says
it's crazy.
He's salty because it looks dope and it's been completely changed for the Blu-ray release. It's hella toned down. Oh well, that sucks.
I'm out.
Wait, for Incredibles 2? Or Spider-Verse?
Yeah, wait, for Spider-Verse or Incredibles, Ramos? I think he means Incredibles.
I hope they didn't tone down
Yes, yeah, screensaver scene. It's Incredibles, yeah.
Interesting.
Because Incredibles, isn't it out already on Blu-ray?
They replaced the scene with Mickey Mouse's head, like with like the swirly thing in the Scooby Mickey.
Don't have a seizure.
That'd be awesome.
So I'm gonna give you an example of how the opening titles of this movie alone sets up the rest of the movie and how sporadic and like intense it is.
Yeah, everything was just it was just vivid, bro.
The main inspiration, I'm pretty sure, for the opening titles was from a movie called Enter the Void. Have you guys seen it?
Mm-hmm. Or I might have.
Enter the Void. It's a French.
Oh no.
So it got most of its inspiration from this title sequence, which is crazy.
Yeah, French films normally do that stuff though.
But it starts off like just kind of like going kind of crazy like that, but then as it goes in, it starts like picking up like let's see, here we go. Yeah. Like this is what you saw in the theater on a big screen.
Yeah.
And it just and it gets crazier, and then like this is one of the reasons why I love this film, because the opening titles is like trippy as shit to watch. Yeah, and it gets crazy, and they start like going like different graphics and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
imagine seeing that on a big screen.
Somebody would die.
Yeah. Like how can I read that? You can't.
Too fast for my eyes. Like their eyes
Well,
explode.
I mean, yeah, each name is like.
Is that your stomach, bro?
Yeah, dude, I'm
Do you
telling
need something?
Nah, not right now. I mean,
But yeah, it's
Ramos
crazy.
says, "Have you guys seen Aquaman yet?"
Going tomorrow night. I'm so excited,
He's
dude.
going
I'm
tomorrow.
so excited. Did you see it yet?
Personally, I mean, I'm gonna watch it obviously, like, but I just yeah.
Oh, nah,
I rewatched. We've been me and my roommate. We rewatched last night or super early this morning. We rewatched Man of Steel and we watched Batman vs Superman. And to this day, as I'm watching Man of Steel, I still don't get why people didn't like that movie. Visually, that is a masterpiece. Like
yes.
the way that he do his like when he does his transitions from like one scene to one scene, and he do like the little still shots of like the little toy cart in the grass, and then it goes to the butterfly flapping its wing. Like visually, it was
Amazing.
just a beautiful film.
I still tear up at the scene where the first flight.
Yeah, like,
It's like so
and
exciting.
I don't get how people didn't like that movie. Like, it's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
And then we watched Batman vs Superman, or I should say, he watched it. I was in my room listening to music and playing Fortnite, but I could hear what scenes he was on. Rambo says it's really good, very close to Man of Steel in quality. IMO,
In my opinion.
especially if you like the visuals of Man of Steel. Yeah, see, Ramos understands.
Oh, yeah,
That's all that matters. Now that
means
means that this is about to be just a because like the trailers, you're underwater and you're seeing Atlantis and the animals and stuff. Like it's gonna be yeah. I now want to go watch this movie just because of the visuals. Like, yo, if you're telling me the visuals are like Man of Steel, Man of Steel has had it was shot well. It was just everything
was believable.
Was beautiful, yeah,
Very believable.
and like people hated on the fact that they had those like little shots where he's like showing little things and then goes into the movie again, and like it's showing you why he's fighting for Earth, why like the little beauty, the little. It's the simple things.
Yeah.
And it's showing you why he's fighting for Earth. It's showing you why, for the beauty of Earth. And, like, it just went over people's heads. Like, I don't get it.
Well, because people, every time you heard something about the movie, it was...
Oh, and it was way too slow. That was one big thing as well.
Well, all I ever heard was...
He could have taken the fight out of the city. He could have taken it into space.
It's the big things was that it was slow. And that too much damage, but it's a superhero movie. Not only is it a superhero movie, he just became Superman. This is his first time having a battle.
Powers.
Yeah,
and he's fighting his fellow Kryptonians.
Yeah, and like this is the first. Like he hasn't been Superman. He does a few saves here and there, but this is his first time using his powers to fight nonetheless. Like, there's the scene when they're in the IHOP and he's fighting Ferrora, and he super speeds at her, and then she, like, dodges, steps to the side, and he, like, stops like this, and he just, like, on his face, you can just see it's like, where did she just go? Like, I don't understand. Because he's never had to deal with someone who moves like him.
Or like the big
and
guy.
she worked him.
Oh,
Ferrora, gave him the hands. Like, oh my god, it was so, it was so bad, dude.
That scene, there was also the scene where people were saying like, oh, he didn't try to fly out of the city or anything like that, and it's like There was a scene where he tried to fly away, and the big
Yeah.
dude grabbed him by the cape.
Yeah, and just threw him back down.
Stay
Yeah,
here.
he tried to do a lot.
Yeah.
But like again, it's his first time.
Yeah.
And as you saw, like in Batman vs Superman and in Justice League, well, not really Justice League, but like it tones down more because like he knows what he's doing now. He has a better concept and grasp of it. But like, dude,
I think
what do you
people just
want?
to complain about
They-
anything.
yeah.
It's so annoying.
And then it just and the Man of Steel just kind of came out in the
Yeah.
middle of the buildup of Marvel,
Yeah.
and it just didn't. I guess it just because in the Marvel movies you don't get the realism of people die. Like there's casualties.
Yeah.
Like
They might have not shown on Marvel where all the
yeah,
buildings
they
are
don't
collapsing.
show. Yeah, they don't show it. Like Age of Ultron, there's the scene where the bridge breaks or whatever, and the car's about to go over, and Cap catches it, and I'm just like, yo, I honestly, like, not to offend anybody or anything, I didn't like that. Superheroes need trials. They need things to help them be better.
Like if they had shown that car fall and actually hit the
And
ground.
Cap's like trying to reach for it,
Yeah.
and he missed.
Ooh.
And like he couldn't get there in time, and he would be like, he would lose his mind a bit because like he's like Remo says let those people die. and that's my thing. DC has a realism that people are not
Used to.
yeah that they're not used to, and that they don't like they want to be blind to. Like if you have superpowers, you got two superpowered people fighting in a city.
Yeah.
People are dying. Buildings are getting.
They're not going to
trampled.
show it
Like,
necessarily, but they're dead.
But like he caught the car.
You know in your heart they're dead.
He caught the car
He just pulled it up
and he just pulled it up, and I'm just like, oh my god. But my thing was, if he caught the car and then he's pulling it and then
the axle
the
breaks.
bumper, bumper just flies off and the chick dies, Cap would be in the street like crying his eyes out, like it
would add motivation.
It would add yes. Like oh my god, I'm sorry if I need turmoil in my heroes. I'm sorry if I need like some struggle, dude. I need people I don't need my characters to be broken, but I like rough characters. I like characters who've been through some stuff and have to and that's another reason, not to get in the whole Star Wars debate, but that's another reason why I like Anakin, because Anakin has been through things. Like that's like oh my god,
He killed
dude.
them.
Yeah.
Women and children.
Like yo,
I have the high ground, Anakin.
like who cares? I kill you eventually. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like-
Go to the Ghost Jedi world, Master.
Like he just oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like,
I just need a
You felt the stakes in Man of Steel more so than any.
yeah. It was especially when oh my god, Lawrence Fishburne's character, Perry White, is trying to save one of his reporters, the chick who was stuck trapped and he couldn't do it, and the gravity thing kept getting closer and closer, and like he just kind of looked at beautiful.
Yeah.
Because that's the realism of it.
He's like,
People
"Sorry, you
die.
Sorry, I'm weak. I'm just a newspaper
Yes.
editor. Like,
Like people,
by the way,
he's a big dude.
what if he-
though.
what if he's
Lawrence
like-
Fishburne's a big guy.
the
That's
way-
Morpheus.
You're fired.
if it makes you feel any better, you're gonna lose your job
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you weren't gonna be working tomorrow anyways.
But now we're all fired.
Link said,
Your new boss is God.
I always thought the way he overcame
The atmosphere machine.
atmosphere machine was kind of crap, but otherwise I liked it.
The atmosphere machine. You're talking about the world engine?
Yeah, the
one
world
where, like,
engine. Yeah, when
Okay.
the gravity was.
Yeah.
I don't. So like I said, we rewatched it, and it's fresh in my head, and I. Like, yeah, a lot of people didn't like the fact that the tentacle things came out of the machine. They're like, oh, there was no point of that. But, like, what do you mean? It would have just been too easy at that point. Like, he would have just flown in and destroyed the world engine.
Mm.
It needed to have like a defense mechanism. And people are just like, oh, it makes no sense that it had the tentacle things. But, like, when you remember the beginning part of the movie, when Lois follows him into the ship and the little computer pod thing attacks Lois,
Yeah.
it has a tentacle thing. So why would it not make sense for a huge Kryptonian machine to have tentacles?
Yeah,
like, what do you mean? And like, because we were reading all the comments and stuff afterwards, like we looked into comments like back years back, dude.
Yeah.
And we just didn't. I don't get it. Like, Man of Steel was just a great movie.
Would you think if you would call them like, would they be like the Kryptonians be like Saiyans
I mean,
technically
give or take. Yeah, sure. Why not? Like, yeah.
with that power and stuff? Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. If you're talking, Dragon Ball Z, yeah, sure. They'd be Saiyans, yeah, I guess.
I mean, speaking of, like, if he's not doing DC movies anymore, Zack Snyder should get on a Dragon Ball Z movie. Like, that'd be
True,
amazing.
yeah, because he's done like fighting stuff, with like 300 and stuff.
Every fight scene in Man of Steel is like straight out of Dragon Ball. It's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, it's a very crazy.
But I want to see a Dragon Ball with like actual characters, like not what we saw. They wanted.
Dragon Ball Evolution?
That was
that
cool.
movie? Yeah, that was a horrible movie.
I want to see
God.
Piccolo as Piccolo, like a good Piccolo.
You know
I wanna see
what?
Goku.
let's take all the Dragon Ball characters, but we'll make them frat boys.
We'll make it a frat club. Didn't someone make one on YouTube or something like a?
Oh yeah, there's been a couple.
Oh yeah,
Man,
there was
yeah.
and there was one where it was Cell attacking.
Yeah,
it was
that's what I heard.
it was
I heard it was
good.
good.
It was good.
I
It was
feel
called
like-
like Dragon Ball Z Fallen Sun or something
Yeah, I'll
like
have to
that.
go look
It was
for it.
really good. Ramos said, I heard the original was discussed that Brainiac designed the world engines. That's why they had similar tentacles. Yes, I believe I heard the same thing.
I never heard that before. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, because they kind of like either I mean, to follow the story,
Brainiac.
I don't think Brainiac made it for them. I think they kind of just came across Brainiac tech and
yeah,
kind of just
Made
worked
their
with
own
it.
Implemented.
Yeah.
Brainiac, I mean, could have. had
Link
something
says,
to
I
do.
mean, like when he screamed and Silent was able to overpower the effect. Yeah, Ramos said he struggled to push. Yeah, I kind of have to agree with Ramos because when he's standing in the thing, you can see the gravity just like sending his face to the back of his head, and he's like trying to
Did you catch
fly
the
up.
Christopher
And,
Reeves thing?
yeah, he looks like in that scene with his like the gravity in his face like going back. He looked like we're watching it. I'm just like, oh, there it is again. He looks like Christopher Reeves. Like it was.
Yeah, it was weird. It was cool though. Like,
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if they kind of like CGI'd a little something, sprinkled a little CGI on that, but like he really looked like Christopher Reeves when he was doing that
They
scene.
did.
There's a guy above the thing going like this.
Yeah, and just there it is, Christopher Reeves. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh, I wish that was our thumbnail. All three of us did.
Hurry,
No,
go back and we'll redo it all.
It's, yeah, they added a little CGI in there as kind of like an homage to him.
Yeah, because
Kinda
he
Rising
looked
to
like
Power and
he looked like
Christopher
Christopher
Reeves,
Reeves. And then I loved how like when he looks like when you're watching all those scenes of him as a kid, not really him as a kid, but him as like a teenager coming to an adult kind of, and like the way he's dressed and the way he like looks. My dog looks like Tom Welling. Like I see him and I see Tom Welling from Smallville.
Yeah,
Because the way the hair was, like the
Yeah.
way his hair was and how
like
he was
the
dressed.
mushroomy,
Yeah, and he'd have the blue sweater with the like he looks like Tom Welling, and I'm just like, yo, if they didn't just touch up on every Superman in this film, bro. Like my dog's looking like Chris, my dog's looking like Tom, like yo, he's looking like everybody. And like I'm just it was such a beautiful and then man, and then when Jonathan like he goes to save Jonathan from the like tornado or whatever, and Jonathan's just and then I'm just like, oh wow.
He just has to stand there and just watch.
Yeah, and watch his dad die. And then he has X-ray vision, so he saw the whole thing. Martha just saw my dog get swept up. Clark probably saw this dude get like stabbed and split hands. Like, yo, dude. Like every time I see that scene, I'm just like,
Oh
yo,
my God.
Clark.
Torture.
Clark, yeah, bro. Before and then probably saw his last breath or his heart give out or something like it. That seems so much different for Clark.
And then
I know it
off
is.
in the
Like,
back, you see Weather Wizard. Go, wow.
just off in the distance. I got you, Superman. But
Superman,
yeah,
and he already got
I
it.
think
That'd be awesome.
I think when I get home tonight, I think we're gonna finish up BVS and then watch Wonder Woman. And
Ultimate
watch
Edition?
Justice. Yeah, we've been watching that, or he's been watching it. Like I said, I was in my room playing Fortnite because there was a scene. I'm like, I know those movies like the back of my hand. So there's a scene that's playing on. I'm like, yo, what? Where is that from? And then like all I hear is fighting and stuff like that. And then I remember I was like, oh, we have the Ultimate Edition. And I was just like, that's the scene where they're in the jail and they're like jumping the one dude who had the Batman tat on him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's what that is. But yeah, dude,
I love the Ultimate Edition. I feel like it's so underrated.
It was, but it wasn't. Because when the movie originally came out, people didn't like the movie. They hated it.
Yeah.
But then when the Ultimate Edition came out and they watched it, people were just like, "Oh my god, it's better." Because apparently it
Context.
explained more. There was context. Like, what do
Yeah.
you mean? Half of us watching that are at least like, I don't know.
We filled it in ourselves.
Yeah, like we're like,
Yeah.
and that's the whole joke that me and my friends have is like between Marvel and DC fans. Marvel fans need things explained and catered to them and everything. DC fans, we watch a movie and we're just like, oh, yeah,
That's what it is.
that's what it is. I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's context clues. Like I don't understand. I didn't need to see the whole prison scene to understand that, Lex was controlling everything. Like that's all. Like I don't know. And at the end of the day, what I think, didn't Civil War come out before that too? Civil War came out before Batman vs Superman. Or did it come out after? Oh yeah, well regardless, they're both the same movie. Yeah, everybody can hate me for saying that, but it's the same film.
But everybody
It's a
loves
third.
it.
It's a third party person
You really-
controlling one person, making them fight their friend or their family or it's dude. Baron Zemo is Lex.
Yeah.
Batman is Batman would I guess Batman would be
Stark.
Tony. Yeah, Batman would be Tony. And then and Cap is super. Like it's the same film. Like oh my god, and people still don't like. I'm just like, how do you like one? And I mean, obviously I understand how you like one more than the other. But at the end of the day, you break it down, it's the same exact movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch
Even down to the political
What is the
meeting with
trailer?
the explosion.
Political meeting with the explosion?
Yeah. So in Batman vs Superman, you had the trial with a bunch of political.
Oh yeah, and
figures
it explodes,
and then
they had the EMP device that exploded while they were talking in the thing,
and
then Winter Soldier escaped.
in Civil War was when
Yes.
T'Challa's dad died.
Oh, that
There was a
explosion
political
too.
meeting of the
Yeah.
minds to discuss superheroes.
Yeah.
And then boom,
That's it.
to spark.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
spark yeah, because in Superman they were talking, well, not superheroes, but about him. Super power. Yeah.
What to do about
It's the same
superpowers.
film, dude. I
Yeah.
don't care what anybody says, bro. Like that's so annoying.
No, excuse me.
You good?
I'm getting tired.
And then shark.
Shark's getting me.
Ramos says I still haven't seen the Ultimate Edition. No, you should really watch it. It's really not.
It's just more context.
It's more context, dude. Really, outside of that, it's not anything different.
Extended version of the opening scene in the desert in that town,
Mm-hmm.
where it kind of explains, like it shows them piling the bodies and burning them because they know the Superman's gonna be coming, so you know that it's all a trap and everything,
It's clean. Yeah, it's cleaning up.
Yeah.
Link said one thing I did wonder if Zod was just like him, how'd he snap his neck? I mean, wouldn't he be invulnerable to that? No, Superman's not necessarily like invulnerable per se, but he can take a lot, but he's not like necessarily like. Well, he is actually. Hey, you know what? Let's rephrase. Superman is basically invulnerable unless magic or kryptonite has something to do with it. But you're talking about Superman's strength on another Kryptonian strength.
It's like
It's like the only thing that can hurt a god is another god.
Yeah.
Like that's the aspect. That's how God of War, for example, because Kratos is like what, half god or demigod or whatever. But it's just fire. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
It's god hurting. Only a god can hurt another god.
Exactly,
That's how it
yeah.
is. And the pain when he snapped his neck and he was like, Zod, stop! stop, decide, don't make. Oh my, it was beautiful.
It was
and he
between-
fell on his knees, and he was just like, I get it. I get it, bro.
It was the moment between the snap and the scream that
Yeah.
got to me though. Like when he did the scream, it was like, okay, yeah, he's hurting, but like it was the moment in between where he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because it's like,
Yeah.
should I kill? Should I let them die? Like, now, first and foremost, again, I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but prior to the scene with the heat vision, when he's using the heat vision, as you noticed, there was other people there. They ran off. The dad was standing in front, the family was in back, the corner was here. The father trapped them. Why did they go into the corner? They could have just
Because he
ran.
wanted to see.
They just, yeah, that's honestly what it is.
The,
I think they just wanted to I think they just wanted to be like,
he's the
yo,
detective for like murders.
I can't, bro. I just don't get it because like that's their
Superman.
own fault. They could have ran off, and then
Case closed.
yeah, just yo.
Detective Conan.
Oh
on the
my
case.
god, dude.
That's awesome.
You know
Ramos
what?
said they need to put it on the DC Universe app. Like I didn't pay 70 freaking bucks to watch Super Friends laugh out. Yes, you did. Don't play that, Ramos. Yes, you did. You paid 70 bucks to watch Super Friends and all the rest of the animated stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know when I get
That's what I'm gonna do.
when I get the DC Universe, it's not going to be for the comic books or the movies or anything. It's going to be for the cartoons. It's going to be for static
You can watch Throne of Atlantis
and Legion of
Anticipation.
Superheroes.
Throne of Atlantis.
Which again, another good Aquaman movie.
Yes.
Like Justice League Throne of Atlantis was amazing.
Yes.
Like it was such a good film. Like that's how you do an Aquaman story for sure. And I really hope this one is kind of like that. Honestly.
I'm seeing similarities, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
very, very similar.
Like the way he's in the restaurant with Mara, or is it Mara or his dad?
His dad.
Yeah, he's in the restaurant with his dad, and he's just like, well, you know, your mom wanted you to be a. He's just like, yeah, well, I don't know, like it.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get a scene where he tries to save a lobster.
Yeah, right.
Take
Someone's
it.
trying to come on, little guy. It was
I'm gonna
outside.
call you Patrick, or I'm gonna call you Larry.
Ramos said Titans finale. I don't know if anybody spoiled it for y'all yet, but damn.
Is it good?
It's don't spoil anything, Ramos. Titans is finally done. I am gonna now watch it.
Binge.
I'm
Now
gonna
that you can
watch
binge
it.
I am binge man.
Link says say anything and I want you down, Ramos.
Wow.
I mean, hey, I appreciate it, Ramos.
Link's the Joker, Ramos is Batman. Hunt you down, Ramos.
You guys have known how I felt about the Titans show. I figured I'm a huge Teen Titans fan. To the point where like it kind of bothers me that people call it the Teen Titans show, and that's not what it is. It's Titans.
Yeah.
Like that's because there's two different. That's two different things.
I mean, even the comics right
Completely.
now, there's Titans and Teen
Yeah, there's Titans and Teen
Yeah.
Titans, yeah. And so it bothers me when I hear that, but I am now going to watch it from Ramos, from what you told me and from what my roommate's been telling me. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it now. I heard the fight scenes. I'm really in the fight scenes, so heard the fight scenes are really good, so that's important.
That's it.
I mean, if you're, like, my thing is just certain characters, like, you're Robin, about to turn into Nightwing, your fight scenes should be flawless. Because at this point, you've been Robin for, like,
Oh wow.
like, give or take a good 20 years now. Because when Robin leaves Batman, he's like 18, 19, he's like 19, he's like 18 to like 22 in that range. So like you've been around. Like
Been doing it for like
you
10
should
years.
yeah, dude, you should know how to handle your stuff. I heard another Batman family member, because I don't want to say any spoilers for anybody, because I haven't watched it, but I heard another Batman family member comes in there and puts in some work. I also heard that I'm not gonna say that, but another Another Link says laugh out, just kidding, but yeah, no spoilers. Another Bat family member shows up and I'm curious to see how that character is portrayed. I'm curious to see how all of them are portrayed.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond.
If only.
Right.
I'm here, guys.
I mean, they got the streaming service
the
for it
hell
now.
out.
I do. Yeah, it doesn't have an app. Like, there's no app for that yet, for the DC Universe, which is annoying. I don't like that.
On the phone?
Yeah, no, so you can watch it on your phone. No, like, it's, like, they don't have, do you have an app? Is it an actual app, or do you have to go, let me see. You have an app, right? Alright, so they have an app for the phone, but they don't have it for, like, smart TVs and stuff.
Yeah, no
That's-
console, smart
Yeah,
TVs,
no
nothing.
console, that's stupid.
Apple TV has it.
Yeah, but I don't have, see, now I have to go get an Apple TV.
For DC Universe.
All you have
I'm
is
a fan, bro.
all you need is that little box. It's a little box like Amazon. Fire
Yeah,
Stick.
the Apple box
Yeah.
thing or whatever.
They're pretty reasonable. You can get one. Pretty good price.
Or if you have
Roku does not have an app, Ramos. That's impossible unless they just got it.
I'm watching it right
Because
now.
I literally looked for it. Like
we have Roku too, and there's nothing.
he said, Roku's cheap. That's what I got it on. Oh no, it was on Roku. Yeah, nope, you're right, Ramos. It was. The reason why we didn't get it was because we have a smart TV in our living room. The reason we didn't get it was because it asked us for the PIN for the TV, and we never created no, because for Roku you do have to create an account. So my roommate just didn't remember the PIN, but like so we tried to download it, and it's like you have to enter the PIN first, and then it would have downloaded. So that means tonight, because I got a Roku smart TV. So tonight I guess I'm downloading that, and oh no. I got Marvel's Runaways. I got Runaways to watch. I'll bust that out, then I'll do that. Yeah. See, there's too much stuff going on, man. Yeah.
Tonight, or do you mean this morning?
It's already
Both.
25.
Yeah.
I don't sleep. I stay up all day.
Give or take. Something like that.
God.
Alright, so
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Okay.
that's the thing. You can't like wake up well rested from it.
Yeah, but you're just
asleep.
Yeah, in
Just
eternal
asleep.
sleep though.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Oh man.
Who doesn't want that?
Well, I think that's all.
Yeah,
There's no more like breaking news things or anything like that. So I think that'll do it for this episode. What do you guys think?
Ramos says I've been playing Black Ops 4 nonstop. I don't know if I got time for Runaways.
I got Black Ops 4. Wait, for PS4 or Xbox?
He has PS4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
Ramos has a
want
PS4.
Look
Ramos gave us.
look for,
Ramos, you gave us.
My gamer tag's Hulk, the Hulk 1313.
Yeah, I think Ramos's gamer tag is nothing to play. Stat.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I forgot to add. I don't know, yo. I'm gonna have to
I would add you
Ramos.
right now, but my phone is being used as a camera device.
Link says left allowed what mode? See, I can't. Like that's what I was trying to tell you guys downstairs.
I've only done
I
the
haven't.
online mode or match. It's heist mode. I don't know what the fuck it is. But
I don't know.
I don't know. Can you change modes? Because I don't know.
There should be story mode.
There's no story in this game.
So then there's zombies and online.
Yeah.
Yeah. that
But
should
the
be it.
online mode is more battle royale this time around.
Yeah, because they want to compete with Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, everybody wants to compete with Fortnite.
Oh, I know.
Fucking.
I know.
But when you can't kill someone
I
with a
know.
flamingo, that's it.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if like every game from now on has a battle royale mode.
As it
Every
should.
single one.
Kingdom Hearts should have a battle royale mode.
Fuck that.
I'm getting used to it. It's different because I'm used to like respawning after getting killed. You don't respawn until after the game's done.
What?
So like when you're playing the game, you're on set teams
Mm-hmm.
that you're running out and you're getting money. Like they have it's like almost capture the flag on one of the
Okay.
games called Heist. So your team runs out and whoever gets the bag first takes it back to wherever. But as you're doing it, you can kill whoever.
Yeah.
And they don't die right away. They can like crawl on the floor,
yeah.
and the other guy can come revive them,
Yeah.
or if you
See,
kill them.
I don't.
So it's weird, but. What was it saying?
He says you've been playing featured playlist.
Well, how the hell do you get to the other ones?
Yeah, that means Battle Royale, you die, game over.
I want to just play like normal, like the normal way.
Yeah, so
dude.
that's what I'm saying, because I was like, I've never
So-
heard of a Call of Duty game that didn't have multiple.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
So it's in a. So I have to go to a menu screen.
So yeah, you.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, so you gotta. Yeah, you're just gonna have to find where the things are.
Yeah, but the blackout one. That's the one where it's kind of like Fortnite, right? You run around. And
Yeah, that's the Battle Royale.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No.
I didn't like that. I
See,
like the old school, like
I-
run around, shoot someone a bunch of
Yeah.
times. Hopefully, I get 15
I used
kills.
to play Call of Duty, but a lot. Like I played all the games and everything.
Click the right below it.
Click on the thing right below it. Okay.
Oh, and blackout mode, and blackout. Cause I'm gonna play that shit tonight when these two guys leave.
But
Game
yeah, it would be.
Sorry.
I'd play that all the time. But up until a certain point, I think after, because what was it? Was it Advanced Warfare then Ghost, or was it Ghost and Advanced Warfare?
I want to say it was Advanced and
Warfare
then
then Ghost, right?
And
Okay,
then
so
Black
Advanced
Ops 3,
yeah.
and then another Advanced Modern Warfare or something like that,
Okay.
where they like you had robotic suits or something
Yeah.
like.
See,
whatever.
Advanced
you could, like,
Warfare.
run on the walls.
My thing is why
That's
like
cool,
it started just getting too futuristic.
Infinite Warfare.
Was it Infinite
Yeah, it was
Warfare?
Infinite Warfare. Yeah. It advanced. It just started at that point. It just started getting too like futuristic and like
Yeah.
why waste my time
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
that
yeah.
when I can.
It was
play
alright.
Halo?
I rented it one time. That was it. But the World War II one was awesome. I
Yeah,
loved
World
that
War
one.
II was good. Yeah. I just don't. If I want to play something futuristic, I'll play Halo because
No,
Halo's
of course,
the
yeah,
best.
Halo's
Yeah.
great.
But yeah, after that, I just kind of just stopped buying Call of Duty games. I'll get them,
I
play
had,
the zombie mode, and then sell them or give them to somebody.
well, I
Like,
was telling you, now I know I could. There's different modes. I'll
Yeah.
try to go find because I want to play. You know, like where they had death match.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Like,
Yeah, you want the options.
Yeah.
It says literally go into multiplayer screen. Don't click launch. Click on the box that says heist, and then you can select team deathmatch.
Oh.
Yeah. See, Link, I agree with you. I buy for zombies too. Like that since after Advanced Warfare, I only buy for zombies. Black Ops 3 zombies.
But you
the
should
LA
only-
Noir, like ooh,
But the only
that
thing
was
is
beautiful.
like
that
you can't-
soundtrack was ooh.
You can't really go play
Legit.
it by yourself necessarily because you'll die.
Play
Like,
what by yourself?
zombies,
I play zombies by myself.
and you don't die right away. I
Not-
die. I
not-
die right away.
I mean, I can get pretty far. I haven't played this zombies like for
I
Black Ops
haven't
4,
touched it yet.
but
Me and
I
Zach played
can
World
get,
War II.
I can get pretty far
World
though.
War II was awesome. Like but you had to do all these different steps to get to these like different rooms.
Yeah.
It was
like,
crazy.
Like all the old zombies, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, like those, I can get very far.
The
by
cool thing
myself.
about this Black Ops 4 though, they brought some old maps back,
yeah, that's what I
but
heard.
redid them, and dude, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my god, I remember this map. It's so great.
He said Black Ops 4 zombies is broken. They ruined the spawning mechanic, so it's harder to train. Yeah, I don't know, but it's still
Yeah,
fun,
but-
just annoying.
Look for me on there, Hulk 1313. So
I'd give you my gamer tag, but I have it set up to where you can't search for my name. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, I
John
don't.
will have to hunt you down.
I mean, no, I got your. It's nothing to play. Like I got it. I'll definitely.
He watches you.
I mean, I
The
don't.
shadows.
I know every game you play, every trophy you have.
Link says I play solo all the time. Zombies and Black Ops 4 is seriously tough. Gotta admit. All right, it probably is, but
You're gonna get used
I'm
to
used to
it.
playing. I'm used to playing zombies by myself, and then, I mean, I also played a lot of team zombies, but like, nah, I just play by myself though.
That sounds.
Fun? Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Well, I was gonna say another thing.
Yeah, entertaining. Mischievous, maybe. Little tinkle in the toe.
Yes.
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Well, I think we did God's work once again, fellas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Your ears are bleeding at this point. So,
Blissfully.
yeah, true, blissfully.
I guess I need to get Black Ops 4.
Yeah, man. And Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, and Red Dead and the My Hero Academia game.
Oh, can you play online with that?
I would
Boy.
assume you can.
Yeah. And eventually, if you ever get time, play Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Eventually.
Eventually. The DLC just dropped today, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did say when it was all out.
Yeah.
Link says he's very right about spawns though. Things are everywhere. Ramos says, "R.I.P. stream. Y'all going live next week."
This upcoming week, we actually are skipping just for the holidays. So this is the last stream of this year. The next stream we have will be the first week of the new year.
Yeah.
So we'll see
it's
you
just
guys.
it's hectic. I gotta work on my other job. I gotta work Saturday next week. So, and today wasn't fun. So I don't imagine that day being fun either. So working that Friday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys sticking with us, and
Yeah.
we will see you guys next year on our next stream.
I mean, check out Instagram once in a while. My birthday's New Year's Eve. I'll probably throw up some live Instagram videos or something maybe on there. We're gonna have hopefully a Smash Brothers Smash out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, so tournament. You're invited, John.
Thank you.
So
Super Smash, man. It's all about
Super Smash.
It's all about Little Mac.
Super Smash.
Yeah, Bella, that's hers, man. Little
Yeah, I
Mac.
know. She told me,
use
and I
them
was
too.
just like,
I
"Ooh."
like Little Mac too.
I was like,
She's
"Yo, Bella knows."
Little Mac.
Little
Yeah,
Mac
she's
is.
quite attached to that Wii U.
Yeah, she loves the Wii U, but
I used to
Santa's bringing.
I used to
the,
play.
Switch.
I used to play that Super Smash like very competitively, but not anymore though. I haven't played Super Smash in a while actually. No, I think about
It's fun. It's
been
fun when you get a bunch of
it's been a
people
couple-
and you're all punching each other, trying to get each other off the map.
I used to, I'd go to tournaments and I'd play on the Wii U or I'd play on the handheld.
See a dude, Link
LinkedIn
says. See a
all the
man.
way. Like, I use my best character is Fox, and then my most played character is Little Mac. Cause I just like that dude's nasty, bro. Like,
And then he turns into that super Big Mac guy.
yeah,
like,
when he gets his super,
Big Mac. That's
like
great.
yo, Mac.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I know how much fun. I never really played it when I was younger, but when eventually I started doing it now, I'm like, oh man, this game's fun.
Yeah, no, you gotta play Melee, dude. That's where it started. You gotta Melee.
And this new one's looking real good.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps telling me. Everybody's like, yo, you need to buy the Switch and like you need to like get on it. I'm just like,
I already have a backlog.
yeah. I already got so many games that I already gotta play.
It's fun to like to take like I'll be playing PlayStation for a little bit and then I'll take a break and like, oh, I'll play some Smash Brothers or I'll play like
See, I
Mario
can't.
Kart.
It depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm playing a game to like play beat, like nah, that's the
Yeah.
only thing I play for like till I beat that game. That's it. And I've been playing. The issue is I've been playing Fortnite and then whipping out my PlayStation 2 and playing like classic games. I've been playing like the Incredibles game for PlayStation 2. I just beat that. Then I'm replaying Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Like, oof.
Awesome.
And
Well, guys.
I might start Tony Hawk American Wasteland tonight, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite skating game. Minus I mean,
So
I love the skate games though.
The soundtrack's
Oh, so
amazing
good.
on that.
Yeah, American Wasteland. Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff.
American Wasteland and Skate 3 are my favorite
Scissor
skateboarding
Sisters.
games.
Well, guys, happy Mugmas. Happy Mugmas, John. Happy Mugmas.
Happy Mugmas.
Zach.
Happy Mugmas.
Happy Mug, Miss Yoko.
Mugmas. Until next year, and I hope you guys all have a good Christmas and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that.
Yeah, all that jazz.
And look for some exciting new stuff, hopefully, with our show coming up next year. So.
For sure, we got a lot in
Yes.
store, a lot planned. So,
All right.
Until then.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a
See
good night,
ya.
guys. Yep.
Foggy fart.